Hello. Hello. I know I'm on a few minutes early. All right. I just wanted to get on to make sure that I go ahead and get our special guest on. How is everybody doing today? It's Saturday, Valentine's weekend. How is everybody doing? This Saturday, Valentine's weekend. Hey, how y'all doing? Say hi. I'm super excited about today. We have one of my really good friends that's going to be on today. She is a life coach. She's also owns her own Mary Kay business. So she is doing it all. She also has a job in corporate America. So this girl is busy. She is busy. So I'm honored that she's taking the time today to come on. How is everybody's Saturday going? Hey, Lily. How is everybody's Saturday going? You know, tomorrow is Valentine's Day. I know a lot of people are excited about that. And this whole weekend, we're going to do self-love. So this entire weekend is all about self-love. Today we have Kim Whiteside on. Tomorrow we're going to have Katie on. She's a therapist and she's going to be telling us about self-care. That's going to be on our Coffee and Conversations tomorrow. I'm just excited to be here on Valentine's weekend. Hi, Tamika. How are you? Hey, Kim. How are you? I'm just excited to be here on Valentine's weekend. And if I can be transparent with you guys, around Valentine's Day, I used to be really sad because I didn't have a Valentine. But once I learned to love myself, I just be excited. I just be excited about life. I just be excited about loving people in general. So you don't have to have a Valentine's to give love. You can call your mom, tell her happy Valentine's Day. I'm sure she's needing some love. Your aunties, your uncles. You can call your nieces, your nephews. Right now, everybody is in need of love. Everybody. We've all been social distance. We've all been apart from each other. So just picking up that phone and calling somebody and be like, hey, I love you. Happy Valentine's Day. That will really make their day. Hey, Katie. Hey, Toya. Happy Valentine's Day weekend. Thank you guys for joining. Hey, Lily. But as I was saying, guys, so tonight we have a really good friend of mine. She's so dear to my heart. She actually pushes me, and I call her sometimes, like if I'm having a bad day or if I need help thinking something through. She's a life coach, so I know I can call on her and she is going to help me. Ladies. So it's always important to have someone in your corner who is going to help you when you're not feeling your best or you need help with direction and the way that you feel like maybe your life should go and you just lost and confused. So we're going to bring Kim on. Just one second. And we'll have her come on. Thanks, Toya. Pebbles Jewel Box is where I got this necklace from, guys. Toya Westmoreland. She's in the comments. This is where I got it from. So if you like the necklace, hit her up. Hit her up. Just 1 second. And we're going to get Kimberly here on the live. How is everybody weekend going so far? Good? Kim is going to give us some good makeup tips. She's going to give us some good makeup tips. Let us know what products are new with Mary Kay. We just got to get her on the live. Just 1 second. And we will have her on. Let's see here. Yes, happy Valentine's Day, ladies. Or we can say Galentine's Day. Since it's us ladies together, we can say happy Galentine's Day. Since it's all of us ladies. Let's see where she is. Hey, Nita, thank you so much. Thank you for hopping on tonight. Hey, how are you? I hope everybody is having a good weekend. Let's see here. Let's see if we can get Kimberly on. Just 1 second. Just 1 second. Hey, thanks for the love, guys. Whoever putting the hearts over there. It is Valentine's weekend. There she go right there. Hold on just a second. I'm about to bring her in. Thank you, ladies, for showing up tonight. Thank you, Toya. You know it is when you do it. Hey, Kim.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you doing? Hi, guys. Happy Valentine's Day weekend.
Yes, it's Valentine's Day weekend. And I was just talking about how it doesn't really matter if you're single or not because you have self-love, right? You have
That's
family
right.
you can call on, you have friends you can call on. So Valentine's is all about love. And right now, everybody is in need of love.
Yes.
Everybody,
Yes.
right?
And we have the Pretty Ladies with Ambition group for support and love. So, yes, it's all
Hello.
good.
All right, Kim. So
And I
thank you
like
for
the
joining
Toya
tonight.
jewelry. Shout out to Toya. I like the Toya necklace.
Yes, thank you. I think, somebody already noticed the necklace.
Really nice.
Yes. Yes. What was I going to say? Okay, so Kim, can you tell us
Yes.
a little bit more? Can you tell us a little bit more about yourself?
Okay, absolutely. Hi, everyone. Again, my name is Kimberly, and I am from Chicago, born and raised. Um, Went to school here at DePaul University, picked up my bachelor's in communications. Um, Started working actually when I was 18. So while I was going to school, I was working part-time at Harris Bank. And that was my introduction into the whole corporate world. I quickly moved up in there. I became a manager by the time I was 21 years old and just have been on that corporate trajectory for, gosh, I have over 20 years experience now in the corporate world. After working in the bank for about 11 years, I went through a layoff, my first corporate layoff, first. And I ended up switching gears and I ended up moving into the whole market research arena. Again, doing management. Did that for a few years. And then I decided I was ready for change and I wanted to do something different. So I pivoted and I switched again. So you ladies are gonna notice I've done a lot of changes and switches in my career. I'm always looking um, to do something different. I'm a jack of all trades. So I pivoted and I moved into the educational arena, and I was working that. I did that for 1 year, and I decided that wasn't me as well. I didn't like it. There was a lot of, I was working for the Chicago educational system, and there's a lot of politics and unethical things that were happening behind the scenes, and it just didn't rub me the right way. So this was the first time I had ever done this, but I decided to just walk away from a job without a job. So when I did that, God is good. Another opportunity fell into my lap that allowed me to travel a lot. So with this company, I was going around the country a lot. I kept ending up in Florida for some reason. This job kept sending me to Florida, and so I decided, well, I'm coming here so much. Why don't I just move to Florida? So that's when I did my first big move, and I just up and moved to Florida, Orlando, Florida, and that's where
Mhm.
I met Kiara.
Yes. So I
Yes.
met Kim. I was working at an apartment complex because I did property management for 7 years. And Kim was living at the apartment complex and she would come down almost like every other day. We'd chit chat. We would chit chat, and Kim was like, "Well, Kiera, why don't you get into real estate?" And so Kim is the reason I ended up going to take the real estate class and started selling real estate in Florida. So thank you for that, Kim, for
You're
pushing me.
welcome. So yes, when I moved to Florida, that was my introduction into the whole mortgage world industry. It was something completely new to me, and I picked up my real estate license when I was there because I knew that was something that I wanted to do. So that's how I ended up in that world. Went through another layoff, my second layoff in the corporate world, um, and that's when I decided after was there for about 5 years. And then after I had went through the layoff, I decided, you know what, maybe it's time for me to go back home, go back to Chicago, back and regroup and just get myself back together and figure out what it is exactly that I wanted to do next. So that's when I ended up moving back to Chicago. And I've been here ever since. I got back into the mortgage industry here in Chicago. And that's when I went through my third layoff. You guys
Ooh.
notice a theme with the corporate in the corporate world. So I went through another layoff in the mortgage industry, and that's when I had decided. Prior to the layoff, I decided one of the things that I love and I've always been interested in, but I never really took the leap of faith in. I'm a people person, as Kiera already knows. I love engaging with people, talking to people, encouraging people, uplifting people. I was always kind of interested in life coaching, but I never really looked into it or pursued it. So during this time when I came back to Chicago, it piqued my interest again. So I started learning about it. And then I enrolled in classes and got my certification. So I became a certified professional life coach. So that's kind of where I am right now. I'm still working in corporate America for now. I'm doing project management work, but my heart belongs to my coaching. So that's where I'm at right now.
Wow. And I think your story is like many of our stories, just finding the right opportunity for us in corporate America.
Mhm.
And like you said, like your job laying you off. Last year, 140,000 women lost their jobs. So now they're all trying to find something to do to earn income. So could you give us some examples of some of the things that you have done in the past to earn additional income?
Right. And I saw that article. It was in December of
Mhm.
2020. 140,000 jobs were lost, and all of those jobs were women. And that seems to be a common thing now going with this pandemic. More and more women are losing their jobs at higher rates than men right now. Some of the things that I have done, um, I'm the side hustle queen, so I'm always
Already know. I already know.
trying things, doing things. So in 2019, I started doing the Amazon Flex. So that's something that I was
Mhm.
doing. I only tried once to deliver another packages, and that wasn't for me. I had like a trunk full of, it was like 70 packages, and I'm going from house to house in the dark trying to find people addresses and deliver. And I'm like, no, this isn't for me. However, I discovered that Amazon also has the Whole Foods grocery delivery. So I started doing that. That was one of my side hustles, and the money was really good. I was making, gosh, it was about $70 an hour. It was $22 for every 2 hours, but I was getting like $50 plus in tips. So the money was really good. I was easily pulling 500 plus a week doing that, and I was only doing it on the weekends. So that was one of the side hustles that I did. I also have my own Mary Kay business, which I do on the side as well. So that brings in a residual income for me as well. And I have my coaching business. So those are some of the things that I do.
Yes, so thank you for sharing that. And as far as your Mary Kay business goes, in a few weeks on March 5th, ladies, we're going to be having a Mary Kay skincare party.
Yes.
And it's going to be hosted by Kim, and it's going to be on March 5th. So y'all got to make sure that y'all are there for the party.
Yes, and
And can you go ahead, Kim?
what I want to say about that, so the party that we're going to have on March 5th, Kiera will share more information on it. There will be a deadline, so if you guys are interested in joining, you want to just make sure that you RSVP before the deadline, because I will be mailing out to everyone some pampering packages, so you will have some products that we're all going to be able to use and try at the same time virtually. So I'm really excited about that.
And so, what are some of the products we're going to be using when we do that event for our face?
We're going to be focusing on skincare because for me, I love makeup. Makeup is fun and you could get creative with it and you could do a lot of things, but you have to have that foundation base first, which is the skincare. So you can have all the makeup in the world, but if your skin is not taken care of, if your skin is not proper, the makeup can only hide and cover so much. So we're going to be focusing on skincare and just the proper way to take care of our skin to keep it looking youthful and young and vibrant and healthy looking. And then there'll be a little makeup in there, but it's going to be mostly skincare that we're going to be doing.
That's perfect because I've for years had skin problems for years. And so this is going to be great for me to try some new products to
Yes.
clear up my skin. So I'm excited about
Absolutely.
that.
Yes. Good.
Yes. And do you have any products with you now that you can show us?
I do actually. Let's see. I can
Because
show
I'm
you.
loving that lip gloss you got on. Or is it
Oh,
lipstick?
it's gloss. It's gloss with the little lip liner. So some of the products that I'm going to show you guys, and this is what, when you join our skincare party, these are the products that we'll be trying on. This is what, this is our skincare set. It's called our Time Wise Miracle Set.
Okay.
And it's 4 steps to this. This is actually the cleanser. And what I love about our products is we have skin care products for all different skin types because one product isn't for all. So we have products specifically for oily skin or normal skin dry skin. We have a line for teenagers or people with acne. We have acne line. We also have a men's skincare line as well. So, because men need to take care of their skin as well. So we have a lot of different lines for people. This particular one that we're going to be trying, this is our 3-in-1 cleanser. So this is a cleanser. It's an exfoliator because it has microbeads in it that's going to exfoliate your skin, and it also has a toner in it. And so that's the first step. And then the second step would be our moisturizer, because we want to make sure that we're moisturizing our face. So this is our day moisturizer. And then we have the night moisturizer, because we should be cleansing our face twice a day, in the morning and again in the evening. And then the other product with this would be our eye cream. And this is because, as we age, we get those little wrinkles and creases around our eyes. So this is an eye cream product. And this is a 4-in-1 set, which we call our Time Wise. This is one of our popular sets and also one of my favorites. And then another product that we're going to be trying is actually a mask. And I absolutely love this. This is my favorite. It's a charcoal mask. And I call it a peppermint patty in a bottle, because that's what it feels like. It's a charcoal mask. You put it on your face. We're going to leave it on for like 10 minutes. And it does get rid of all the blackheads on your skin. It's going to address the open pores on your skin. And it just feels like a peppermint patty on your face. So those are some of the products that we are going to actually be trying on March 5th. So if you guys do want to join us for the skincare party, just make sure you RSVP and give Kiara your information, because I will be mailing out all of these samples to you so we can all do it together at the same time.
Yes, Kim, I need all of those products. I didn't even realize you had all of that with the
There's
mask
so
and
much more.
everything.
Yes,
Huh?
there's so much more.
Yes, I need all of that. Seriously, I need all those products. So now, Mary Kay is one of your businesses, and then you also have a life coach business. Now,
Mhm.
can you tell us more about your life coaching? Because right now, we've been through a lot within this last year, and a lot of people are trying to find their way, and they don't know where to go. They don't know who to turn to for help. What are some of the things or services that you provide that can help with that you provide for your life coaching business?
Right. So for me, I coach people on transformation, on identifying and eliminating their limited thinking. I coach people on identifying the how to get to where they want to be. My experience in corporate America, my experience going through the layoffs, I coach people who realize, that that's not the path that I want to be on. I've done this 9 to 5. Um, it's great, but it's not who I am. It's not where I want to be. And I know we've talked about this before. Sometimes, because I said, Kiara, it's like with your job, you're a square that's trying to fit into a circle, and it's just not working because that's not who you are. That's not what your calling is. So I love to coach people who are ready to change. They're ready to perhaps leave the corporate world, but they don't know how to. So we come up with a plan on identifying where their strengths are, where their skills are, where it is that they want to go, and have accountability and create steps on how to move them to where they want to be in their life. And
Yeah.
another thing that I coach people on is the finances, how to manage their personal finances, how to build up their credit, how to get rid of their debt so they can be ready for when they do decide to make that move, that they're already equipped and financially where they need to be to move forward with their goals. So that's kind of where my passion is with life coaching. I just love to help people transform from where they are to where they want to be.
Yes. And just a little story about Kim with life coaching. So when I decided in 2018 I was going to leave corporate America, I was talking to Kim and Kim was like, okay, Kiera, you need a plan. If you want to leave, if you want to travel for a year, you need a plan. And so I talked to Kim maybe once or twice a week, and she was the one who helped me step by step come up with a plan to be able to leave corporate America and travel the world for a year. And I remember one of the things she was saying was, well, Kiera, how much do you have in your savings? How much do you have in your savings? How long do you want to be gone? She was just asking me all these questions so that I could put a plan together. So thank you again for that, Kim.
You're welcome. And one of the things I wanted to share with the group, there was a word that I received today that's just sort of been placed on my heart that I want to share with everyone. And just, in thinking about, you're right now with 2020 and the pandemic and where everyone at, and there's just so many people who are out of jobs right now, and there's so many people that are just trying to make ends meet and trying to figure out, what do I do next? One of the things I've learned even before the pandemic is never to have all my eggs in one basket, that we have to have multiple streams of income, because that corporate job will let you go tomorrow and not even think twice about it. And Jill, it's just so important that we really tap into our own skills and we have multiple streams of income. And having multiple streams of income doesn't mean that we have 5 different jobs. It could be that one skill that we have and we generate 5 different streams of income on it. And what I mean by that is perhaps, baking is your skill that you have. Then with your baking, perhaps you have a catering business, but then you can also teach others how to do that. You can do an ebook on catering. You can do live Zoom on catering. So you have all these different streams of income coming in just for that one skill that you have. So don't think that, I have to have 5 different things going on. It could just be that one thing, but you're going to pull multiple streams of income or ways to make money off of that one thing. This word was placed on me that I wanted to share with the group today, if you guys don't mind. It comes from actually 2 Kings chapter 4, verse 1 through 7. And I'm going to read it, okay? So it says, one day the widow of one of Elijah's fellow prophets came to Elijah and cried out to him, "My husband who served you is dead, and you know how he feared the Lord. But now a creditor has come and is threatening to take my 2 sons as slaves." Elijah said, "What can I do to help you? Tell me, what do you have in your house?" And that's the question that I want to ask, the ladies in the group, and for you to start thinking about is, what do you already have in you that you're not using? What skills do you have in you already that you are not using? What can you give? What gifts do you have that you're not sharing, that you're not using, that you have not tapped into? Because we have the skills in us already. And sometimes we are looking on the outside for the next thing, the next way to make money, or the next job, or, whatever, but we have what we need already in us. So what is it that we have already, ladies, in our house that we're not using? So going back to the scripture, "What can I do to help you?" Elijah said. "What do you have already in your house?" "Nothing at all, except for a flask of oil." And I just find that interesting, how sometimes we are immediately providing an answer without thinking first of what we're saying, because we're so conditioned. When someone says, "Oh, how are you doing?" "Oh, I'm fine." No, we're not fine. Or when you go to a store and we're looking for something specific and a salesperson comes to us and they say, can I help you? Are you looking for something? No, I'm fine, just looking, because we're just so conditioned to like automatically respond. And I just find it so interesting when he asked her, what do you have? And she said, nothing, I have nothing at all. But then she said, but I do have a flask of olive oil. And so Elijah said, borrow as many empty jars as you can from your friends and neighbors. Then go into your house with your sons and shut the door behind you. Pour olive oil from your flask into the jars, setting the jars aside as they are filled. So she did as she was told. Her sons brought many jars to her, and she filled them one after another, and soon every container was filled to the brim. Bring me another jar, she said to her sons. There aren't any more, he told her. And then the olive oil stopped flowing. When she told the man of God what had happened, he said to her, now sell the olive oil and pay off your debts, and there will be enough money left over to support you and your sons. So
Wow.
a couple of things that I got from that, again, one, as I said, Elijah told her, you already have what you need. It's
Yeah.
already in your house. You have it.
Yeah.
Ladies, we already have everything that we need inside
Yeah.
of us. So we have to look in our own houses and tap into what it is, what gift do I have to share? What is it that I am not doing that I could be doing, that I should be doing? And then obedience, because had she not listened to Elijah and did what
Yeah.
he told her to do with that flask of oil, her sons were going to be sold into slavery to pay off the debt that she had. And I think, the same thing with you, Kiera, with this group. First of all, I want to thank Kiera for this group because she has created a platform for us all to interact with each other, for us to share our businesses with each other, for us to get to know each other, and for us to just lift each other up, because right now we're living in a time in a world where it's just so much division and it's so much hatred and people against each other, so much negativity and negative comments on social media, and people say things, we talk about this all the time, people say things to each other and hide behind social media that they will never say to someone's face. And Kiera has, because of her obedience and because she's listened to what she was told to do, she has created this beautiful platform for us to interact with each other. And had that widow not listened to Elijah, her sons would have been sold to slavery to pay off her debt. But she listened. And even when it doesn't make sense to us and we don't understand what we're being told to do, but when we listen and we adhere to it, look at what happens. God is like, he's waiting for us to take action. He's given us the gifts and he's waiting for us to use it so that he can multiply it, and so that he can multiply it 10 times and then some. So that was the word that I got that I wanted to share with the group, ladies, because whatever it is that that you may be going through, whatever struggles you may have, and we all do, especially in this pandemic, whatever it is, finances, just know that we have gifts inside of us that we haven't even tapped into yet, that we can use and share with others, so God continue to multiply and continue to bless us. So that was it.
Yes. Thank you so much, Kim, for that.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I feel like I needed to hear that. And I feel like that is something that you always talk about with me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what is it that you have in you that you can give to the world? What is it?
Absolutely. Because we all have gifts. We all have gifts.
Yeah. We do, and we just have to tap into that, right?
Absolutely.
And,
yes.
And for us to tap into it, we have to get aligned with the Creator, and we have to get silent and be able to hear what He has for us to do. Because like you said, we have it all inside of us. And just like a little example of something like the story you just told us. I remember when I was getting ready to move overseas, and you're like, Kiera, like, what are you gonna do with all your stuff? And I was like, I don't know. All the stuff that's in your house. And Kim was like, well, why don't you put it on OfferUp? Why don't you put it on Let Go? And so because I was obedient, I was able to earn income, additional income for my trip, because I sold my couches on there. I sold, I sold all my furniture, actually, my bed, my dressers, and everything on that site. And that helped me earn the additional income that I needed. And it was right in my house.
Nice.
So I just, yeah, so I'll just put it up on OfferUp and Let Go, and I earned additional income. So
nice.
that story is very accurate.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
I did not know that.
So thank you so much, Kim, for coming on today. So if any of the ladies want to get in contact with you for either life coaching or for Mary Kay, how would they do that? And how long are your life coaching sessions that you have?
So my life coaching sessions, 30 minutes to an hour per session, and that's something that we can work out and decide together. The best way to reach me in terms of that is email me, Kimberly at breaktheglassmoments.com. That's the name of my business, is breakingtheglass.com. So it's Kimberly at breaktheglassmoments.com. And then in terms of Mary Kay, I do have a website, and we could put it on the comments, I guess, marykay.com/Kimberly.Whiteside. And then I also have a private group on Facebook, which is called the Beauty Bar and Beyond. And on there, if you join it, that's where I give away a lot of discounts, and I'm going to give away a lot of free prizes and things. Every week, there's weekly games that we do. So that's where you can find me and join me on Beauty Bar and Beyond on the Facebook group.
Perfect. So after this call, I'll put all of her sites up after this call, so you guys can reach her. Is there anything else that you wanted to leave the ladies with before we get off this live?
Let's see.
Any kind of encouragement or anything moving forward?
Just to keep going, to keep doing what you're doing. Definitely continue to tap into this platform. Pretty ladies, I think this is just a really awesome group, and it's a great meeting place for us to remain uplifted and positive, and just know that whatever you're going through, you're not alone. We're all here to support each other. And that we got this. And just, realize that everything that you need is already inside of you. You already have the answers. God has already equipped us for this moment, for this time, for this pandemic 2021. He's already prepared us. He's given us the gifts and everything that we need, and he's waiting for us to tap into it, to use those gifts so that he can multiply us. And just know that whatever you're going through, that you're not alone. You have a huge community here that you can reach out to. Definitely, if you want to reach out to me, if you have any questions, if you need any support, if you even just to have an accountability partner, encouragement, or someone just to maybe bump things off of, if you have some ideas and want some feedback, that's what this group is for. You can reach out to me as well, because I love to talk, as Kiera knows. And I'm an encourager. I'm going to encourage you to keep going. And if you need accountability partner, I can be that for you as well. So just, stay on course and stay tapped in. And Kiera has the book club that is coming up, and I can't wait, and I'm excited about that. And I hope everyone is going to join that, because I think it's going to be very uplifting. It's going to be very encouraging, and I think that we're going to just grow together and uplift each other. So thank you again, Kiera, because of her listening and her being obedient. She's been able to grow this group, and I've met some wonderful ladies on here, and she has some wonderful resources that I've been able to tap into. So yes, and it's just going to get bigger.
Yeah, yeah, and better.
Yeah,
We're all here. We're all pretty much on the same level. We're all learning. We're all growing. And why not do it together? Why not all of us become successful together?
yes,
Together.
yes,
So I just want to
absolutely.
thank you, Kim, for taking the time out tonight to speak with the ladies about your life coaching business and also about Mary Kay and about how you can help women transition from their 9 to 5 to their own business and becoming an entrepreneur. So I want to thank you so much for taking the time out, and thank you for everything you've done for me and my life. We together forever.
That's right. And likewise, likewise.
So thank you so much. And everybody have a blessed night. Happy Valentine's Day. We will be on tomorrow for Coffee and Conversations, and it's going to be all about self-love. So be here at 9 a.m. Eastern for Coffee and Conversation.
Sounds
Bye,
good.
ladies.
Good night, ladies.